What's up, TRC fans? Don't miss our annual Street Kings event at Bradenton Motorsports Park on December 10th. Join the TRC team for an action-packed day of drag racing, roll racing, and a car show. We'll see you out there. Anthony, what's up, my man?
How's it going, Hop?
Good to see you. We're out here at FL2K with the Karma Evo. It's so good to see this thing back out, brother. And I'm just gonna say, before we get into it, when I saw this car launch yesterday, I don't think I've ever seen an Evo launch like that.
Yeah,
what do you guys got going on here, man?
We got a couple custom things that I've been wanting to try for a few years now, and finally got around to it, and I think it's going to be a real game changer for the Evo community.
Evos in general, they buck and they do all sorts of stuff and hop off the line, and they're very aggressive, but it left real smooth.
Yeah.
So you guys have, what, made some tweaks to something, or?
Well, we made some cuts. It's kind of on the low right now. It's in the testing. We've only got about 5 or 6 hits on it, but every one has been a low 130/60. We're chopping down on that, but no more bucking. The car goes perfectly straight like it's on rails. The car don't even feel fast anymore because it goes so smooth. So
that's how you know it's working, though.
Right. We still got some testing to do before we really release what we've done. A lot of people have been taking guesses at it, but they have no idea really what went into it. And hopefully in the near future we can market it, and it's going to be a great thing for the Evo guys finally.
Awesome, brother. Well, give us a rundown on the setup.
I mean, the setup's basically as simple as it gets. It's our AG spec 2.2 liter aluminum rod, short blocks, got a Manley 2.2 liter crank, 94. Basic head, AG spec, nothing. It's a basic street motor, 4 injectors, skunk 2 intake manifold, nothing out of the ordinary, but it's putting down 1200 wheel on a new turbo we're testing. We'll release the details on that a little later on as well. So far, pretty happy with as far as everything, how it's working out.
Tell us about engine management, transmission, who's tuning it, all that good stuff.
Engine management, it's got a Haltech in it. That's all we use is all Haltech electronics and everything with the Masterman Chris Speed behind the laptop. And if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't be able to do half of the stuff that we do today. But yeah, it's working.
Awesome, brother. And one thing, I mean, we've been building this car over the years, and one thing that really stands out to me, you guys are always using the Manley cranks. I mean, is that something, this is a 2.2, right?
This is a 2.2. It's got a 94 millimeter billet in it.
So Dan TRC, the Evo, you guys built him a street monster. Utilize that 2.2, so you guys use that quite often, huh?
Yeah, that's basically the same exact setup that's in this car here. I mean, it's kind of a copy-paste setup. It works very well. It's got our custom spec piston in it. I mean, it just performs so well. You know, I hear stories from other people about different cranks on the market that may be better or not, but I've never had one single issue with a Manley crank. Never cracked one, never bent one. So until I ever have a problem, I have nothing bad to say. They work amazing for us.
When it comes to building these Evolutions, I'd say you're one of the best out there that we've seen. So,
I mean, I don't claim to be the best at anything, man. We do what we do, and it seems to work well. You know, there's always somebody better, but for at least this platform, this is what works for us.
Awesome, brother. Humble as always. It's so good to see you.
Same here, man.
Can't wait to see this thing go faster. Good luck out there. We'll catch up with you later, man.
Thank you.
Josh, what's up, brother?
Hello, brother. How you doing, man?
Good to see you, man. We're out here at FL2K.
Here we are again.
And brother, we've been filming this thing for, I feel it's been a couple years now.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 years now.
Yesterday, you got that number.
You got a number, 799. Finally did it.
799, 184?
184, yeah.
Dude,
second MR2 in the world to do it.
congratulations.
First H pattern, thank you. It was not easy. There's a reason there's only 2. It's tough. It's really tough, but that makes it all the better. You know, it's been a hard week. It's been fighting us. We cracked the cylinder head a few days ago. We've been running it with hot water, pushing it to the line just to make it down the track, go to A to B. We had an issue where we're shaking a tire on testing. We bent lower control arms, had to realign the car, put different control arms. But that made it so much better. All my friends are here, you're here, like to see it. It wasn't like a testing tune. I mean, when it happened, when I got to the end of the track, my phone just was on fire with congrats. I mean, it's so much love, and I'm humbled by it. It's amazing.
Hell yeah, man. We've been through pretty much every step of the way of the journey with this car.
Yeah. I'm still amazed by the car. Like, I've kept it this long because it's just such a fun car. It's such a cool car. You know?
I mean, the evolution of this car has been pretty damn wild. I'll say. I mean, we're gonna have to take a sec here and cut and plug a couple pictures when you first got it, and the passes through the years here, because the evolution of this car, it was honestly pretty radical. And even though you can still drive this thing on the street, it's definitely a lot, you know, a little bit leaning more towards the track car now.
Definitely.
But you can still street drive it.
Yeah, we can. It's still registered. It still has insurance. When I had to get it aligned yesterday, I was driving it around Gainesville because I did a few shops they couldn't get it on the rack or whatnot. So I drove it like 3 or 4 miles easily. As a matter of fact, I had some people come like, "Were you driving around Gainesville yesterday?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was me." And you know, and it still could do that. I mean, yeah, it's not fun, but it could do that. And you know, if I get pulled over, whatever, it's insured. It's not it's got a plate on it. So,
yeah, absolutely, man.
which is cool. Still got power windows, still got full interior. You know, but it's still going now. It's going more toward like a track life car, you know.
Well, I like to see that because, you know, when you see your friends going 180 plus in the quarter, I'm so glad you got that cage.
Yeah. yeah.
So you got the safety stuff.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the setup in the car. I know you were constantly evolving and changing.
Correct.
So what's the latest rundown?
Currently, it has a PTE 8080 turbo on it. We switched water to air to keep the intake air temperatures also, but just to add that heavy water tank in the front of the car to add more ballast to the front. This car is everything. You're just trying to find ways to add weight to the nose without adding weight to the car. So, you know, we move a lot of stuff to the front to try to keep the nose down. It's probably north of 1,300 horsepower, I'd say, at this point with the track speed. It's very heavy because of the ballast we run. We run probably 150-ish pounds on the nose.
Oh, wow, to keep that nose down.
Me and it's 2,800 pounds.
2,800 pounds?
2,800 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a heavy car, so it's gone 184, 185 pretty consistently. So that with that ratio, you know, it's probably about 13 and change.
Yeah. I'd say 1350, maybe even maybe even close to 1,400. You never know. Yeah.
60 pounds of boost, and we haven't found the limit of the turbo yet because it's just every time we target more, it makes more. You know, so it's getting to the point though where the block it's still a Honda class block.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the limiting factor, I'd say.
I mean, you're asking a lot of that.
Yeah.
Little four-cylinder,
yeah.
small displacement. You
Yeah.
know, lot per cylinder there.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But it's worth it, you know, in that sense. I mean, it gave a lot of issues still to get here. It wasn't easy. I mean, it's been probably over a year where we've been chasing that number. You know, we were like at 820 for a long time, and then 8.0. We've gone 8.0 probably 6 or 7 times within the last 3 or 4 months. I mean, I have more 8.0 slips than I can do with, and it's just takes that one, you know. And that's how it was when we went. You were there too when we went 899 the first time.
Yep.
Yeah, if it was easy, everybody'd be here.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 2, so I think you mentioned. So this is the fastest H pattern.
Yes,
right?
It's been the fastest H pattern for a couple years now.
And then we got to give a shout out to our boy Kyle from Boosted
yes.
Boys. He's got the record currently.
Correct.
He's running a sequential.
Yes.
And wild car as well. I'm sure everyone knows that car.
Yeah, but
so it's
I mean,
awesome to see you guys really like pushing. Not many people are pushing the platform the way you guys are.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
kudos, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few guys out there now. It's Kyle was here earlier. You know, we were speaking. Me and Kyle are good friends, and we trade information. And like, hey, what do you think about this? Like, there's, you know, it's a small community. So, and it's cool to like have. You know, he brings a lot of attention to the MR2 platform. I do too. You know, it's really cool, and you got people like getting motivated in building these cars now because the reality is they're not the best car to drag race, but it's still fun and it's a challenge, you know, and they're cool cars, you know, it's different.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's a cool thing, you know, for everybody.
Awesome, brother. Well, can't wait to see this thing run some more.
Yeah.
Good luck out there, and
Thank
we'll
you,
catch up with you later, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks again.
What's up, guys? Fred Morales from DERF Tuning. This is my all-wheel drive K24 2000 Civic. We're at FL2K this weekend, and personal best so far out of the car this week was 815 at 167 mile an hour. The car's still turned down right now, maybe 1,000 horsepower, and we'll see next round. Turn it up to about 55 pounds, should be around 1,300. See if we can get the car into the sevens this weekend.
So the journey with this car, what was your first pass in the car, and then how quick and fast did it go now?
It's been a very rough journey with this car. I bought it early last year as a street car, and it kind of progressed into a race car going into FL2K last year. And the car made 1,400 horsepower. I thought everything was good, ready to go. We get to FL2K and it starts breaking everything. Driveline parts, the engine, just everything. And I got fed up with the car and actually sold it. I gave up on it. I didn't want to deal with race cars anymore. And coming into this year, the guy that had the car, I knew he wasn't doing anything with it. So I hit him up and it's like, hey, you interested in selling me the car back? I ended up getting the car back, and probably about May or June, I started building the car back. And same thing, I was like, oh, I just want a basic street car. I don't want to go too crazy with it. It made like 1,000 horsepower, and the first time I drove it on the street, it was so uncomfortable that I was like, this thing's a full-out race car. Let me focus on going to FL2K again. I had such a bad time last year that my goal was to get it here and actually make some clean passes and have some success with the car. So coming into this week, I didn't have a lot of testing on the car. We went to Orlando a few weeks ago, and the car went like an 840, which was great, but I still had issues. Alternator fell off, like a bunch of little problems with the car. So this week, coming into the race, you know, we spent all week making sure everything was 100% on the car. We get here, and first pass off the trailer goes at 815, like nothing, like clockwork. So, and that was maybe 35 pounds of boost, you know, probably just over 1,000 horsepower. This car's got a 7685 on it. It should make close to 1,400 horsepower. So I'm thinking turned up all the way, the car should go at 760, 770, you know, fingers crossed, but I think it has it. The biggest thing with these all-wheel drive cars is getting them to leave, and I've already cut a 120, 160 with the car, so that's, I think the fastest 60 in these cars is like a 118 from Ground to Racing, and I've already gone a 121 with it on my second pass, so.
Flying, dude.
Yeah, I think it has a short track to, you know, run the number. If I can put the power down, it's gonna take it, so we'll see how this weekend goes.
All right, guys, to give you a little walk around here. So we got the Precision 7685. That is a massive turbo for these little 4 cylinders. But these K-Series, they flow so well. So even with these huge turbos, they handle it really, really, really well. So we get the Velix in the front and the back. You guys can try the interior here. K-tune shifter there. PPG dog box, that strain. Seems badass. Just a street car, bro.
It was, yeah. Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
Yeah.